Have you ever been bridge fishing? Well, this is my first time. Let's see how it goes. Have you ever been bridge fishing? Well, it's the perfect place on a nice winter day like this when the tide is up and I'm using my OneBot T6F to get here. Let me show you how I rigged it because it didn't come with a rear rack. Here's the OneBot T6F and you can see it doesn't have a rear rack. So what I had to do with my rod is I used a piece of Velcro to attach it to the seat post, and then above the clip I also put another piece of Velcro, and that keeps it, if it's loose, from interfering. Then I've got my backpack and I'm ready to go. You can see I'm dressed for it. I don't want to get hit by a car. Got all this orange on. Let's go up here and check out the tide. Boy, there we go. It looks pretty nice. Looks like it's starting to come back out a little bit. And I've got the bike path that I can stand on to keep from getting hit by a car. Well, let me get my gear set up and we'll see if we can catch a fish here. Well, actually, it looks like I do not have to fish from the bridge at all. I can get right down here underneath the bridge and not get hit by a car. So there's the creek I'm fishing. Now here in the winter, the speckled trout go up the creek because the water's a little bit warmer. I know this side of the bridge is better because there's a sunken tree on the other side. So I'll get down there and we'll get to work. Here's what it looks like on the other side of the bridge. You can see this is pretty close to the Cape Fear River over there. I've got my little container here that has all my tools. I'll put that on. The water looks a little bit muddy today. We'll see if the fish bites that I'm going to use for bait attracts anybody. I don't see any action on bait or anything, but of course most of the bait's gone at this time of year. Well, piece of fish bite on here, and we'll give this maybe a half hour or so, see if there's anybody around. Since I thought I'd be fishing from the top of the bridge, I brought a heavy action rod. Won't need that here now that I'm actually down here right at the level of the creek. Oh, rats. Hey, looks like that tree is moved over to this side of the bridge. I'm all hung up. I'm gonna have to re-rig. That's one of the challenges of dealing with bridge fishing. You don't really know what kind of stuff is in the creek until you get here and figure out where to put your bait. Well, that wasn't fun. Never fun to lose a rig. So my assumption is that there's probably just a lot of stuff right under the bridge. So I'm gonna go ahead and fish the corner here because the trout, as the tide goes out, they're gonna have to come around that corner, and maybe I can pick one up right there. No long cast needed here. Well, I'm just not feeling it today. Been here about an hour and a half, not even a small hit. But it is early December, it's cold, but the trout should be moving up into these creeks. I'll give a different bridge a try on a different day because it's nice to be able to do the e-bike to get to these spots because now I don't have to park my car on the side of the road. You guys have any advice on bridge fishing? If so, throw it down below. Thanks.